Hi friends, welcome to my channel Revathira Astrology. So today we will discuss about a very important and a very rare technique. Now this is about understanding Vimshottari Dasha, which we have from an Nadi perspective. Now, what is a Tridasha? Tridasha is basically three means three. So you see, like the entire 120 years of Vimshottari Dasha is divided into 9 parts, which like each planet have got their own nakshatras, 27 nakshatras, and each nakshatra rules for certain period of time. For example, Venus rule for 20 years, so like the Sun rule for 6 years, so that like that. Now, it is not possible that if Venus rule for 20 years for a Jatak, the entire 20 years will be like a single static way, or like it will go like same for throughout the 20 years. There will be ups and downs, changes in the life, and people will keep on changings and all. So how do we understand the dasha? So, Tridasha principle is basically about going to the depth of the astrological scriptures, Nadi astrology scriptures, and understanding the pattern why certain things happens in our life, and why sometimes like we are doing very good and why there is a change in life, which are the good times and the bad times, and how the planet, the Mahadasha planet, will affect in that coming entire phase. So let me go through the small presentation. I hope everyone can understand from this presentation. Before I start the this presentation, I just want to give a brief about the karma theory, because based on the karma theory, the entire astrological, the entire Hindu astrology works, the entire Ved system and entire enlightenment, the moksha prapti, all are based on our karma. So the karma is hello, hello. So the karma is basically divided into few further parts, but you see, like over our birth, we keeps on doing karmas, good karmas, bad karmas, and we keeps on adding good things as bad things, and the result which follows. So over the lives, the number of lives we have come and we have gone, we have done karmas. So all those are stock in a single place. Like you think like a bank savings account, it's called sanchita karma. So sanchita karma is a karma which is basically the entire stockpile of a karma, from which a part of karma we take and we are born in this life. So before going to the presentation, I just want to make you understand how we can understand the karmas flow from our chart. So sanchita karma, which is purva punyo or even purva pap, those karmas are basically denoted from the 5th and the 9th house. A part of karma which we brings in this life, and for which we are the everyday's the role which we have in our lives, the servitude, the the shadripus, and the health, and the the litigations and the problems and the enjoyment, the daily life, the daily mundane life is the prarabdha karma. How the prarabdha karma, how the sixth house is denotes how your prarabdha karma is. So what you have actually bring in this life, how your overall life phase will be over this entire birth. A person having a good sixth house will overall have a very good life in this life cycle, based on this principle actually. Then comes the agami karma. The agami karma is the karma which we do in this life, and few of the karmas benefits we reap here, and few are carry forward. It again, which when goes back to the sanchita karma and it piles up. So you see, we all know that 10th house is called zenith. Zenith means the top. if you stand on earth and if you see perpendicularly like a bindu which goes up to infinite from your head and to the sky, which is called zenith. Similarly, a same bindu which goes below the patal lok, it is called nadir. So 10th house is denoted by your this sun, where it gets digbali, and the 4th house is get digbali at the like by the moon. So Sanchit karma is the karma which stocks up the entire karma's balance sheet. Prarabdha karma is what we are bringing in this life, and Agami karma, especially the 4th house, which actually denotes the Agami karma. Why 4th house? Because 4th house is Nadir. You see in your this mobile phone also, you will which you have noticed that me are not actually like very much okay to share our mobile phones with any of our even family members, wife, friends, or anyone, because our mobile phone knows us as a person. It is inside us which actually instigate us to take the actions. Nadir, the core of the heart, the person whom I am when nobody is watching. The Nadir, the darkest house where no sunlight falls is Nadir. So it is the starting house of Moksha Trikona actually. So it is called Agami Karma. And so Agami Karma can be seen from the 4th house. Now one more interesting part which I want to highlight, as 10th house is denoted by sun, as it is Digbari there. 4th house is by moon, which is Digbari there. So basically the entire horoscope, even if you if understand from this perspective, is again Shiva and Parvati. So Shiva, the male masculine, which is the outside world to where we are projecting ourselves, is denoted by Shiva or the sun, and the inside house, the nourishing, the inside happiness, Sukha, is by the moon, which is Parvati or moon. So basically the Ardhanarishwara concept, the Shiva and Parvati concept, which actually we brings to in this human life. And so the Agami karma is the 4th house. Now the prarabdha are also of 3 types. The horoscope is basically the chart. It's if you want to delineate your prarabdha, the delineation is basically like done on your horoscope, and the horoscope actually is a sketch of your prarabdha karma. It is also of 3 types. The first one is a drida karma, drida prarabdha karma. Now with this can be understood through the mahadashas which the jatak will be facing. This cannot be drida karma, the karma which cannot be changed. It is something which will happen, has to happen, and you cannot change. It is fixed. Like for example, if someone has a destiny to be a prime minister, he will be a prime minister. If someone has a destiny, he will lose his father when he is 2 years old, he will lose his father. Nothing can be changed. It's a drida karma. Somebody has got issues like somebody is a blind person, so he's born blind, he's born deaf, so it's a drida karma. You can't change it. It is there. It is understood through mahadashas. Then Drida karma. Drida karma are the yogas in your chart. These are the karmas which can be changed through remedies and through the efforts, which are very tough, but it can be changed. Example is like a mother who is unable to give unable to be pregnant and may not in a position to give birth because of whatever reason. Now so she went to a doctor and she saw to a doctor, and then the doctor gave the idea of IVF, and then they took that part and they do the spiritual remedies. They take the IVF, and eventually she was able to give a birth to a child. Now this is drida, which is you can get the results, but it is tough, which can be seen from the yogas in our chart. And lastly, the Adrida karma, this can be seen from the transit. Adrida karmas are those karmas which are not Drida and which can be changed. Like I'm a fat guy, I want to go to a gym and have a good body. So I will go to a gym and I will do exercise, and then my physique will be nice. So that can be understood from the transit. So this has got a relevance of understanding the Tridasha principle, because why we are suffering, how to analyze the chart from a spiritual perspective, from a Nadi perspective. This is the entire intention of this presentation. So with this knowledge, we go to the next slide. What is Tridasha principle? The ongoing Mahadasha is basically divided into three parts. Three means three for analyzing the followings. First, which house from birth lagna will be activated during that period. So imagine I want to understand the Mahadasha of a particular Jatak, and he is going through a Mahadasha of say a planet Venus. I will show an example where I have given an example of Venus only because it's 20 years. So 20 years cannot be the same. So 20 years basically is divided into three parts, and the two parameters on which the analysis are done, the delineations are done, is to understand during that Mahadasha which are the houses which will be active. Okay, that is one. Number two is whether the events and the activities are related to the past, present, or future karma. So a person having a 20 years of Venus Mahadasha, in some part, like if you divide the Mahadasha in three parts, one part he is very happy, one part he is sad, one part he is growing, one part he is degrowing. What is why this is happening? The same Mahadasha Lord, then the result cannot be different. Yes, the result will be different because it is based on the karmic principle. That's why we are analyzing a horoscope. That's why we are trying to understand a person Jatak's life. Horoscope is through Nadi Tridasha principle, it gives us a clue, why things are happening in that way, and what are stored ahead, and how the soul is flowing actually in this part of the life. So through Tridasha principle, basically these two things are analyzed, and it gives a very interesting output which will be cleared in the following slides. So this is a chart of a Jatak who is a Makar Lagna, where he is going through a Venus Mahadasha which started on 29/11/2006 and it will go up till 29/11/2026. Here Venus is the Yogakarka planet who is based in the 12th house. You can see it is based in the 12th house, and so it is based in the 12th house, and it is also I have not given the D9, but also it is Vargottam, and it's a Yoga Karka. So 10th lord and the 5th lord, if a planet is having the lordship of both the trinal and the quadrant. So here the 5th is a trident and the 4th is a quadrant. So he is known as the Yoga Karaka, the planet who can create yoga for your chart. So he is based in the 12th house with Jupiter and Mercury, and he is basically Vargottam also, and so that the person started his Mahadasha 29th of November 2006. So will the 20 years will go same for this person as per the chart? How will be the flow? Let us understand. So there are some steps and rules and some mathematics, because astrologer should be good in mathematics and understanding all the the rules. There's a very rare rules. Let me explain you. So first, what we have to do, we have to divide the Mahadasha into three equal parts. So Venus is of 20 years. If we divide by 3, it is coming 6 years 7 months approx. So 6.5 years approx, like one phase of that 20 years. We have come to a conclusion in that. Now find out the sign which are held by the Dasha Lord. By this I mean, you see there are 27 nakshatras, and each planet is there are 9 planet and 27 nakshatras. So 27 divided by 9, so 3 this nakshatras are owned by a single planet. So here what we have to do is, first we have to divide the entire Mahadasha into 3 parts. Secondly, we have to see which all signs are owned by the nakshatras of this planet Venus, which means Venus is having the ownership of Bharini, Purva Falguni and Purvashada. So basically Bharini is the Aries sign, which falls in the Aries sign. Purva Falguni fall in the Leo sign, and Purvashada fall in the Sagittarius sign. So now the next step will be to note the house in the chart. So Aries for a Makar Lagna, Aries is coming 4th house, Leo is coming 8th house, Sagittarius is coming 12th house. So basically the Yoga Karaka Venus has activated the Moksha Trikon of the Jatak, 4, 8, 12, Moksha Trikon. There are 4 Purusharthas actually we are having, Dharma, Artham, Kama, Moksha. So the Moksha activations is done Venus by Venus for this particular Jatak. For this phase, and you see the as per the set rules part 1, where we have divided the the entire dasha into 3 parts. So Venus basically is owning those 3 houses, which are Bharini, Aries, Leo, and this Sagittarius. It is getting activated, which are 4th, 8th, and 12th houses, which are the active house for this entire 20 years. So first, this we have understood. So the second rule of the step 1 is basically the serial of activation happens first in the movable sign, then the dual sign, and lastly the fixed sign. So that means Venus is basically having the activation for the 3 houses, Aries, Saggy, and Leo. So first will be the movable sign. The movable is Aries, so first will be movable sign. Second dual is Sagittarius, so dual sign, and the third one is Leo, which is the fixed sign. So that means if we put this as per the series, so it is basically the 4th house which will be active from the first 6 years and a half, 6.5 years, which is 2006 November till 2013. It is active. Second active is the dual sign, which is the 2013 mid till 2020 April, like that. This is the 12th house, and later till 2026 November it is the fixed house. So this person has come during the fixed part. Now he has come, so to me, for understanding. Now the step 2 is to understand the events which are happening for which karma. Okay, so this is a very interesting part. You see, the nakshatras are also divided. The 27 nakshatras are also divided into 3 parts: Janma, Anujanma, and Triyajanma. The Janma nakshatras denotes present. Now by Janma I mean the person Janma nakshatra. So in this case, this person Janma nakshatra is basically Revathi, which is the 27 nakshatra. So from Revathi till the 9th nakshatra, it is the Janma nakshatra group. Second from 10 to 18 is the Anujanma group, and third the Triyajanma group. So Janma denotes present, Anujanma denotes future, and Triyajanma denotes past from Revathi for this particular chart. So now we have to relate the Mahadasha nakshatra as per the grouping. So if we do the Janma, the first Janma nakshatra, if you see, it's the 4th house, Aries, because Janma nakshatra Revathi is there. So Bharini is the first nakshatra which falls within the first 9 nakshatras of this Venus from the Revathi. So basically the first 6.5 years the house Aries was active, okay, which was the 4th house for this Jatak, and which happened, whatever result he got in during that time was because of his present karma. Whatever karma he has done, he has studied engineering, he has studied medical, whatever he has studied, he started actually his career in that first 6.5 years. That was because of his present karma. So that there he was walking in present karma. Second one, which is the Anujanma, which is the 10 to 18, it falls in the Leo sign, which is the 8th house, which is for the future, which is the future, which whatever he will be working in this part of the phase is a roadmap to the future thing, what will happen next in his life. And Triyajanma is basically the past karma for which he gets effect. Okay, so now if we place the sequence, you will understand now. The first 6.5 years, the movable Aries, the 4th house, was active, which was till 2013. The second was the dual, which is Sagittarius, the 12th house, which was till 2020 April. and currently he is going through the third phase, which is the Leo nakshatra, which is a Leo sign, and the it is active till 2026 November. It is a fixed part. So the first part, he got whatever result he got is for the present karma. Second part, when the phase was there, he got the result for the future karma. He laid some foundation for the future, which actually, the resultant is the Leo wala part, which is basically for the past thing. He is basically getting he's getting affected, or like something like that. This past is from your sanchita also, and this past is also from your agama also. Understand? So this is a sign I have basically tried to explain you. This is the first part. So the first part is basically this part. Second part is this part. Third part is this part. So basically what happened in the first part of his 6.5 years, this person joined in in a company. How we will understand is, as Venus is the Mahadasha, what is the Karaka? It's a Yoga Karaka planet. Venus, is a denoter of comfort, wife, spouse, vehicle, then like all types of material sukkas and everything. So fourth house is Digbali basically. So what you have to do is, how you will delineate, you have to understand who is the lord of the fourth house. The lord of the fourth house is Mars. Now Mars is exalted in the Lagna and expecting the fourth house. So first 4 years it was very good actually, in terms of career and all, because you have to relate putting Venus in that house also, how the things will shape up. And he has got an emphatic career, starting foreign travels, money, cars, vehicles, and all type of success. And also it was a very good starting of his career, because it was in the the first present part, present karma result he got that time. Now if you see, in a natal chart, in the Sanchita karma, he has got a 5th house Rahu. So that means it's not a Purva Punya. There is some kind of a karmic thing, Purva Pap, which is there. And the 9th lord has also gone to the 12th house. So there is some kind of a issue he is carrying in this life. So second part, when that it happened from this 2013 till 2020, that was the 12th house which got activated. The dispositor of 12th house, Jupiter, who is also in that 12th house. So it was not it was an okay period. This person lost his parents, because it's a 12th house of lost his parent. Now Venus is also placed there, so he got material achievement also, and he got married. Then regarding Jupiter Karakatva, whatever things are there, he got it in life, respect, then financials. But he also lost, because it was a 12th house thing, his parents and all. He also got married. He also got his first kids, and everything happened like that, because how we are relating is, we are putting Venus that house, and we are also understanding the dispositor. Then those two way we are trying to understand. That was the second part of his life. Now that was because of his past karma. He has got whatever he has to get. So all this Rahu and the 12th house Mercury, so basically the 5th and the 9th lord, so all the past karma for the past thing, whatever he has done in his earlier life, or even in this life, all the resultant he got in that part of the life. And since it was a 12th house which got activated, all the lost and the gains, and it was an okayish period, not a good period in terms of the personal life, because of Jupiter in Jupiter. So somehow it was running, but it was a change of his as a loss, overall loss making, personal loss making phases. This person lost every one of his life during that phase. Sorry. The third part, which is the active part, which started in 2020 April. The moment this thing started, so this is a karma which he will be doing right now, which he may not be aware of. But my or as an astrologer, is our duty to make the Jatak understand that whatever you are doing right now, whatever you will be doing till 2026. That is that is the one which will actually your you will be laying foundation for the next dasha. So the dispositor of this 8th house, which is active for the next 6.5 years, is basically Sun. Now who is in the 11th lord? It has got marred by this text box, but it is with Ketu. So this person absolutely turned into a spiritual person, and he went to into occult sciences, astrology, and this and that. And since Venus also, we have to understand from that house. So Venus with Sun and Ketu is not a good combination. So he slowly eroded away from the materialistic part, and he's fully now into astrology, into spiritual science, into like occult science and everything. So he's shifting. Eighth house is also house of transformation. So all this type of is basically is shifting, and life has completely changed for this person. So and from furthermore, since it is Sun, the Atmakaraka planet Sun, and after the Venus Dasha, the Sun Mahadasha will also start. So whatever foundation is lying right now, whatever he is doing right now, that is the one which will be again coming to him. He will be reaping those benefits or losses in the Sun Mahadasha as well. So when Sun and Ketu is a Dhajakirti yoga, but actually, it's not a materialistic yoga, it's more about the spiritualistic yoga and the recognition yoga. So he's more turning into a spiritual kind of a person, entirely getting shifted from the materialism part. So Yoga Karaka planet Venus is playing a definite role in his life. Through Tridasha principle, we are understanding this. So guys, this is how actually we understand the phases of life, like how a person changes, how a person rise and fall in life, why a person shift from the phase, because it's what the 8th house. So he completely, from a materialistic perspective, he went to a spiritual perspective, and it will go on like this. And then the Sun Mahadasha will start, the eighth lord Mahadasha, whose Sun and Moon are not considered as the 8th lord, but still Sun is the Atma Karaka, and it is that Dasha will start. So this person is now into occult science. His life has completely changed. He's more into the spiritualism and occultism. So those kind of things is happening, and he's going forward, and then the soul is going forward in that direction. So it is about understanding where my soul is flowing, because in the astral level, we are all destined for a particular thing. How the things are destined, how the natural forces are happening, through this three dasha principle you can actually understand. And this is something which I want to explain to everyone, and I hope you have liked it. In case of any clarification, my phone numbers are there. I also conduct astrology classes and consultation. So if someone wants to get in touch for understanding Nadi astrology, I teach Nadi astrology, or maybe some consultation, they can contact me. And for any doubt also, please write here in the comment box. And if you like my video, kindly share and put a like. Thank you very much. I will come with more interesting topic which may help you to understand how astrology is it's such a divine tool to understand a person, more about a person. You can try it out in your own chart, and you will get a definite answer how the things are shaping up. Thank you very much. Okay.